From 1997 to 1998, he served as law clerk to a federal judge in the Eastern District of New York. From 2000 to 2002, he served as an assistant United States attorney for the Eastern District of New York, where he successfully handled a wide array of federal criminal cases, including those involving fraud, organized crime, and narcotics trafficking. He's also worked as a clinical professor of law, training aspiring prosecutors. Mr. Pease later made history by becoming the first African-American man to be elected partner at his law firm, Cleary Gottlieb. He has held several leadership positions at the firm, including serving as a member of its global executive committee. He recently returned to the firm and is the co-leader of its litigations group. In 2012, Breon Pease was appointed to serve as a special master in the United States et al. Versus City of New York, a high-profile case brought against the New York City Fire Department, alleging discrimination based on race and national origin in hiring Black and Hispanic firefighters. He also maintained an active pro bono practice while at the law firm, vindicating the rights of clients in criminal, immigration, human trafficking, and civil rights cases. Notably, he led a team of lawyers that in 2016 won dismissal of the indictment of a man who had been wrongfully convicted. And he is here today, back in Berkeley, about to talk to us about what comes next for you, dear graduates, and for us colleagues, families, and friends. We're fortunate that he's here because just yesterday he delivered the commencement address for NYU Law, his other alma mater. We're not geographically close, so we can all figure out what he had to do to get here today. Please join me in welcoming Berkeley's and these programs' distinguished alumnus, Breon Pease.
Good morning. I am very, very happy to be here with you today. Thank you, President Nelson, for that wonderful introduction. I really do appreciate it. I'm happy to be back here. The weather is amazing. And I remember those days waking up and coming outside and saying, this is what California presents. And well, we'd all love to be here. So first and foremost, let me do the most important thing, which is to congratulate the class of 2025 on your amazing. I also want to congratulate your family, your loved ones, your friends, your colleagues, because we know that our success would not be possible without their love and support. I want to thank the dean for inviting me to speak here. I want to thank Professor Karras for his assistance and all of the faculty of these programs. Again, I'm happy to be here. So over 30 years, I hate to say that it was so long, but over 30 years ago, I was in your position. I was proud that I had completed college, and I was excited about going to law school and sitting in your seats. I was appreciative of the experience, the friends I made, and all that I had learned on this amazing campus. And I credit Berkeley for helping me find my passion and putting me on my career path. When I came to Berkeley from Brooklyn, I thought I knew what I wanted to do with my life. I wanted to major in business and concentrate on accounting. But once I got here, my eyes were open to other possibilities. Candidly, I did not like my business class, but I really enjoyed my history, my political science, my economics classes, and the political economy major allowed me to take classes in other areas of interest. And it was after I took classes in legal studies and women's studies where we examined the seminal constitutional civil rights cases of the 20th century, such as Brown v. Board of Education, where we weighed how we began to understand how the law can be a tool for justice, equality, and positive change in the community. Now, as a proud son of a Baptist pastor, my core personal value was steeped in community service and the desire to help others. I knew that I wanted to bring about change during my career, so I decided to become a lawyer. So when I was in your position, maybe most of all, excited about my opportunity to make a positive impact through my career. Now today I want to do three things. First, I want to give you a few insights and advice based on my career journey. Then I want to speak briefly about my efforts to make a difference through my career. And finally, I want to talk about your opportunity to make a positive impact.
जी नमस्ते, राम राम, सत श्री अकाल, आदाब, भारत माता की जय। दोस्तों, ये बर्कली यूनिवर्सिटी है कैलिफोर्निया में, यूनिवर्सिटी ऑफ कैलिफोर्निया बर्कली, जो नाम तो आपने सुना ही होगा। बहुत बड़ी यूनिवर्सिटी है, वर्ल्ड फेमस यूनिवर्सिटी है बर्कली। तो उसका कैंपस है और उसमें आज ग्रेजुएशन है और बेटी हमारी ने डिग्री की है, मास्टर डिग्री इन ग्लोबल बिजनेस, ये जो बहुत अच्छे लेवल की डिग्री और बहुत ही बढ़िया यूनिवर्सिटी से, इसको 5 स्टार यूनिवर्सिटी कह सकते हो कि वर्ल्ड फेमस यूनिवर्सिटी है, जैसे हार्वर्ड, स्टैनफोर्ड, और ये इस लेवल की यूनिवर्सिटी है बर्कली, यूनिवर्सिटी ऑफ बर्कली। तो उससे ये ग्रेजुएशन सेरेमनी चल रही है। पूरी दुनिया से लोग आए हुए हैं जिनके बच्चे यहाँ पढ़ते हैं, और मतलब सारे देशों से ही कह सकते हो आप, इतना बड़ा समारोह होता है यहाँ पे। तो वो मैं आपको लाइव दिखा रहा हूँ ताकि आप अपने बच्चों के साथ शेयर करें इसको, ताकि उनके भी एक मोटिवेशन आए कि हमारे बच्चे गांव से उठ के यहाँ पे आके डिग्रियां करें और एक अच्छे लेवल पे पहुंचे। ये बहुत बड़ी कामयाबी की एक कहानी होती है, तो वो मैं आपको दिखा रहा हूँ बहुत नजदीक से जाके। तो ये एक अच्छी बात है।
That investment in myself through hard work and dedication positioned me for amazing career opportunities. But I want you to understand that while hard work and dedication serve others and the institutions you work in, they are also investments in yourself. That work ethic will be the foundation of your professional reputation, which you must build and protect. Second, embrace and learn from challenges and disappointments. The road to success is long and hard, and at times will seem to be filled with insurmountable obstacles. And I'll admit that the educational and professional challenges that I have faced were difficult to navigate. But through them, I grew, and my true character was realized. My skin got thicker, my skills were sharpened, and I built strength and resilience. Third, believe in yourself and your success. You must develop a core of confidence, a belief that you can overcome any hurdle that may stand in your way, even if it means risking failure or disappointment. It is this inner core of confidence that will always enable you to persevere when you think you may have fallen short or when others doubt you. Now, many people, particularly those in underrepresented groups, sometimes feel that they don't belong and that they're viewed as merely taking up space to diversify the unfilled seats at the table. Particularly now, there are serious, and it might be misguided efforts to eliminate diversity, equity, and inclusion initiatives. Now, there are no easy answers to the short-sightedness and bias of others. When others question your presence or your competence or make assumptions about you or how you got where you are, don't ever doubt your value or that you belong. You are not an imposter. You are earning what you're getting. And from the classroom to the workplace to the community, know that you make the spaces better, more inclusive, more interesting, more creative, and more successful. Fourth, do what you think is right, despite the risk that others may disagree or may criticize. That is simply to have the courage of your convictions. As you walk through life and manage your career, you will no doubt finds yourself in difficult situations with tough decisions to make. And when faced with faced with the choice of doing the hard but right thing or taking the path of least resistance, always choose justice over expediency. Choose ethical behavior over deception. And choose following the rules over winning at all costs. The principle of acting with courage has guided me as a person and a professional, and will be a useful one for you as well. Lastly, and importantly, pay it forward and make a positive impact. Throughout my career, I've always heeded what the late Judge Sterling Johnson Jr., for whom I served as a law clerk, used to tell me when I would thank him for his assistance, for his wise counsel. He would say, "Don't thank me, pay it forward, give it to others." Indeed, I believe that with the privilege a degree from an esteemed institution like this affords comes responsibility. And I extend a challenge to you. Make a positive impact during your life and career. So how have I made an impact? In private practice, I represented many people pro bono, asylum seekers, a domestic abuse survivor, sex trafficking victim, a transgender woman unfairly harassed by the police, and individuals who have been accused or convicted of crime. And one of my most meaningful victories occurred in my pro bono representation of Clifford Jones, a black man who was wrongfully convicted of murder and served almost 30 years in prison. Today, Mr. Jones is a free man, having been exonerated for crimes he didn't commit. Cases like Mr. Jones help us finally seek out the position of United States Attorney. At the time, we were in the midst of an unprecedented pandemic that disproportionately devastated already vulnerable communities. We also experienced a widening crisis of confidence in our criminal justice system, highlighted by the killing of black people, most notably George Floyd, at the hands of police officers. And I felt compelled to use my personal and professional experience to help protect and improve the communities that raised me, and to make the criminal justice system operate more fairly. My goal was to protect all our communities from gun and gang violence, from international and domestic terrorism, from drug trafficking, white-collar crime and fraud, corruption, and civil rights abuses. My office didn't look the other way when our women and children were trafficked, sexually abused, and exploited. We didn't accept when our seniors and immigrant communities were defrauded out of their life savings, and we prosecuted hate crimes committed against anyone who may be considered other or different in our communities. I also protected the right to vote and prosecuted those who committed crimes that threatened our democracy. And government actors who abused their positions of authority and violated the public trust were not spared. Whether former Congressman George Santos, who prosecuted corrupt police officers and prison guards, no one is above the law. Our job was not simply to react to crime and lock people up for as long as we could. Rather, we embraced a more holistic view with a focus on doing the right thing always, which is why I formed the office's first Conviction Integrity Committee to address claims of wrongful conviction, so that innocence may be addressed quickly and justice is served. I use the power of my office to develop programs that support alternatives to incarceration and facilitate successful reentry into society of formerly incarcerated people who deserve an opportunity